Start Magic, who are not just gaining experience, they're hungry, and they believe there's no reason they shouldn't win.
Team Why Not Us, Why Not Now came from Rich DeVos, team owner. You know, everyone talks about experience. Those guys don't have experience. They're too young, they can't do this, they can't do that. So he came in, why not us, why not now? Instead of waiting to gain experience or waiting to, do certain things, let's try to do it right now.
Penny, this is your first time to an NBA final. Are you scared?
Penny, if Houston double teams you, will you still be able to play?
Houston's known for their quickness. So is your team, Orlando. Will that eliminate speed as a factor in the series?
Penny, when you played against Tim Hardaway, did it get confusing?
Houston's a different team than Orlando. Is that a fair question?
You've scored a different number of points in every playoff game so far. What's the strategy?
If you win, who deserves that?
Hey, Penny, free throws.
Penny, what do you think about at the free throw line?
Penny, what are you thinking about right now?
Hey, Penny, an NBA championship ring. Would you wear it?
Penny, you wear a size 14 shoe. Does that decrease your chances for a traveling call?
Is also elusive when you are deemed too young. The Orlando Magic were labeled too immature, too inexperienced to contend for a title this year. It's too soon, they were told.
At the beginning of the season, I looked at the projected starting five, Horace, Nick, D. Scott, Penny, myself, and I said, we can do it.
And so far, they have done it. Orlando has simply turned the clock ahead. Their party starts now. Tonight, the reigning champs against the precocious challengers. The NBA Finals, next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1995 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 1 between the Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic.
Oh, Shaq, tell us how basketball used to be.
Well, the basket wasn't always 20 feet tall.
What about 100-yard courts?
Not even close.
What happened?
All sport.
All sport, unsurpassed taste, a third more carbs than Gatorade for energy. This is a body quencher.
After all sport, the game was a breeze. Until they put in the moving basket.
All sport, the game will never be the same.
From Illinois, number 25, Nick Anderson. And the other guard, 6'7" from Memphis State, number 1, Penny Hardaway. And at center, 7'1" from LSU, number 32, Shaquille. To the Magic is Brian Hill.
First Grant for Penny Hardaway. Grant. So Horace not able to hit, but O'Neal right there. But Hardaway backing his way on Smith. That's a very difficult matchup. Anderson for Hardaway. Here's Hardaway, putting moves on. that's possible. Hardaway. And Penny Hardaway is having his way in the early going.
Looks very rusty. This is not the team that dominated the Western Conference playoffs.
Nice pass from Hardaway. Orlando, 20.
Hakeem is so conscious of staying with O'Neal, not letting him get a roll to the basket. An excellent defender, but he didn't show it there by helping his teammates. But somebody from the weak side has to help out. Hardaway saw it all the way, knew he had Grant wide open inside.
3.5 remaining in this opening quarter. Hardaway with the pull-up. Yes, and the foul.
Pan right, cut the camera 2.
Oh, what a shot. Timeout is called right now. Shaq's got to do something big to get back in this game.
Roll commercial.
Shaq is leaving the court. What do you mean he's leaving the court?
Stay with him. Just stay with him.
Look, he's over there. He's on Lucy.
What? Thinking that's...
Where is he?
He's on 4. He's on 4.
What is going on here? I didn't know Shaq could ride a horse.
Nice day, huh?
Hiya, pal.
New cars to generate. Well, the timeout is over. I wonder if he's going to get back. Hey, wait a minute. Shaq's back right now. That way.
He says there's nothing good on TV.
Orlando by 2 points in that stretch.
O'Neal with a nice pass to Shaw.
Orlando's defense is so strong.
The alley-oop for Shaquille O'Neal. Hakeem has not scored in the last 7 minutes. O'Neal, yes, and it counts.
You got to maintain body contact. He feels, he grabs, but he doesn't move back enough, and he gets dunked on. How embarrassing is that?
Well, the amazing thing is that most players don't even get into the play. Hakeem Olajuwon almost recovered and got back in it. Once again, when Shaq catches it in that dark, painted area with the defender on his back, nothing you can do but foul him if you're going to try to stop him.
And Olajuwon sitting down after picking up his second. Shaquille on the line for the first time.
Close to the hour.
Big front line now for the Rockets. Not a lot of scoring with Charles Jones. A little more beef on the board, but...
Sitting down with 3 fouls. Hardaway. Anthony Hardaway. Hardaway. Getting it down low. Oh, the line drive. Jump hook. 91 in their title run. O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal extends to a 3-point Magic lead. 83. Shaw for Hardaway. So the Magic through NBA Finals record. Anderson. O'Neal on the follow. Rockets lead 92-87. Anderson, wild end-to-end basketball. Hardaway. Penny Hardaway from downtown. Hardaway. Yes, Hardaway going against Ellie, taking it down low. Going to the spin, got some help, and able to hit. Although Olajuwon came over. It is tied at 102. O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal, providing the Magic with a 2-point lead.
In a post-up against a rugged defender in Mario Ellie, and with Hakeem Olajuwon coming over to help out. Penny stayed with it and stayed with it, grinding it out to knock this down, and then Shaq running the floor, and Brian Shaw hitting him perfectly on the run.
Hakeem was running as fast as he could and could not even gain a stride on him. Ori was there for a play of his own. Nothing anybody could do. The big man finished.
Just 2 points. This matchup, the marquee matchup between Olajuwon and O'Neal, and what role some of the guys you may not think about might play. Well, Olajuwon and O'Neal in terms of points had played to a standoff.
Very tentative. I'm sure they didn't get the shot that they wanted.
O'Neal, the line drive jump hook. Orlando in possession. They lead by 1. O'Neal backing his way. And Olajuwon could do nothing. Listen with the rebound. Scott for Hardaway. And Hardaway was looking for a foul call.
Scott quickly gets it right to Hardaway, who finishes. No foul there. Everybody looking around, but it's so loud in here. The party atmosphere continues, and nobody can hear a thing.
What'd you say, Bill? We'll be right back. Drexler puts the move on Anderson. Drexler with the finger roll, the tip by Olajuwon. The Rockets lead 3/10 of a second remaining, and a timeout called. Timeout taken by Orlando. What a tip by Hakeem Olajuwon. The finals continue Friday night here on NBC with Game 2 of this best of 7. Catch the action beginning at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific. Right here on NBC. For Matt Kukas, Bill Walton, Ahmad Rashad, Hannah Storm, and Bob Costas. I'm Marv Albert saying so long from a very quiet Orlando arena. This has been the NBA on NBC.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1995 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 2 between the Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic.
The O-Arena in Orlando filled to capacity and filled with anticipation. With tip-off for Game 2 about 10 minutes away, the Orlando Magic trying to draw even with the defending champion, Houston Rockets.
As always, a festive atmosphere at the Orlando Arena. The crowd still filing in, a crowd that may set records for decibel level, and the Magic welcoming the support because for the first time in this season's playoffs, Orlando finds itself trailing in a series, and this the scene moments ago, just before the Magic hit the court.
Let's go. Let's do it. Down, bitch ass. Let's go, man. Let's go do it. 1, 2, 3. Magic! Young guns. Woo! Big guns. Woo!
So coming up, it is game number 2 between the Magic and the Rocket. Olajuwon with his first. O'Neal off the double team. So Shaquille able to power his way on the Rocket. Double up on Shaquille. Hardaway with the head fake. Whoa! Anderson to get into it. Shaquille O'Neal with his second field goal.
It's a huddle during that timeout. Rudy Tomjanovich telling Hakeem, take the ball to the basket.
Well, Anthony Hardaway took it to the basket for his second field goal.
I'm to an NBA final. Are you scared?
Penny, if Houston double teams you, we still be able to play.
Houston's known for their quickness. So is your team, Orlando. Will that eliminate speed as a factor in the series?
Penny, when you played against Tim Hardaway, did it get confusing?
Houston's a different team than Orlando. Is that a fair question?
You've scored a different number of points in every playoff game so far. What's the strategy?
If you win, who deserves it?
Hey, Penny, free throws. How
Penny,
many
what do you
tonight?
think about at the free throw line?
Penny, what are you thinking about right now?
Hey, Penny, an NBA championship ring. Would you wear it?
Penny, you wear a size 14 shoe. Does that decrease your chances for a traveling call?
Magic fever is everywhere in Orlando. Horace Grant's goggles making its way to the Earful Tower at Disney World. And over at Universal Studios, King Kong has opted for a Magic's jersey. And I'm told the shirt size was off the chart. 200XL, I believe.
I'm sure Brian Hill would like to know if he can play some defense.
He was stopped by Olajuwon.
Just let you know that, hey, you got a task here and it's not going to be easy. And it seems like when we're in that mode that, well, we got to survive this.
24 for the Magic. Always spinning. It counts. And the foul.
Drop that head and get to the hole. This is the second time that Hardaway has pounded the basket since the timeout. Nick Anderson went once before and got stripped, but Hardaway is so creative once he gets into the lane. If they're Michael Jordan.
Shaquille O'Neal with a strong move, doing it against Charles Jones.
Now Ellie is on Hardaway.
And Hardaway goes at Ellie, eluding Olajuwon for the reverse.
Not quite as tall as Hardaway or Robert Horry, but he just gets beat on quickness there on the drop step and spin. Beautiful move by Hardaway, and then knows he's got two shot blockers in there. Olajuwon and Charles Jones lurking around.
Wednesday was a difficult night for Nick Anderson, missing 4 free throws in the final 10.5 seconds of regulation. But Nick Anderson didn't treat it like a tragedy because he's seen real tragedy before. Back in the streets of Chicago, as a 16-year-old, his closest friend, high school All-American Ben Wilson, was killed by errant gunfire outside their high school.
I'm Benji Wilson, Nick Anderson, you know, all in one. Dedicated my whole career to him, and Ben wore 25 in high school. All over again, high school memories. 25, part of me, part of him.
Often the window into an athlete's character opens wider in defeat than in victory. It was certainly the case Wednesday night with Nick Anderson. Besieged for interview requests, he answered all the questions, including those posed by Peter Vesey.
Nick Anderson shooting 2. Usually a dependable free throw shooter.
2 free throws, you know, Nick make them, and the game will be over. After the first miss, I'm like, hey, Nick, you don't shoot free throws like this. And then the second one, I just went up there and honestly, I just threw it up there. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Then I'm beating on my chest, hey, Nick, this is not you. You know, give me some free throws. I'm laughing like, Nick, this isn't you shooting free throws. I'm saying, like, what's going on? Those are my exact words. What's going on?
And he misses 4 straight. The Rockets take a timeout.
Nick, why are you doing this interview? Most people would have run and hid after missing 4 free throws in the first game of a championship series. But here you are. Smile.
I don't have anything to hold my head down about. You know, it was just unfortunate that it didn't fall in my favor. You know, I've been in that situation several times, and I've come through, whether it's free throws, a basket needed, a play, and it just didn't happen for me last night.
What did your teammates say to you?
Well, hey, Nick, stay up. You know, I can say after the game, I was sitting in the weight room, and Donald Rowe came to me, and he said, look, you've pulled us out so many times. You know, you've made clutch free throws. It just didn't happen for you. And he said that, stay with it, I need you. We need you. And his first words were, I need you. You know what I'm saying to myself? Yeah, that was some good comfort right there.
You've had some great moments in these playoffs. You had the great steal on Michael Jordan that turned around that series. You held Reggie Miller to 12 points, you and Anthony Bowie in Game 7. Are the highs as high as the lows of missing 4 free throws?
I think the highs outweigh the lows. You know, good can happen, the bad can happen. It comes with the game. Everything that you want to happen might not happen. Some things that you don't expect to happen will happen. So I look at it that way. You know, that keeps my mind on a level. So, you know, it makes me feel good that I know that I can bounce back from a situation.
Sam Cassell said that one of the greatest things of being a young guy on the Rockets is that there's no pressure. It's all on Akeem and Drexler. You want to be one of those top guys to get the ball with no time on the clock or with only a little time and having to make the free throws.
I don't mind, Pete, being the hero or the GOAT. I don't mind. It's a part of life. It's a part of this game. I just don't mind.
And a big part of this game is redemption. So in Game 2, if the game's on the line, whether it's a three-point shot or a free throw, Nick Anderson
I want to be involved. I want to be involved in it. It's a game of opportunities, game of chances.
You want the shot?
I want the shot. If I have to be in the same situation again with the free throws, I'll be there.
Shaquille with 2 fouls, and Akeem with only 1. O'Neal getting possession. 63. Get up. Anderson for O'Neal. 67-51.
Big offensive opportunities. The over-the-top pass. Nothing Akeem can do here. Perfect timing. He's frozen the defense. Shaquille O'Neal.
Hardaway Shaquille has 20 points. They double up on O'Neal. Pops it out to Hardaway for 3. Yes.
A terrific pass that time by Shaq.
Shaquille with 3. Hardaway for 3. Yes. Well, he's hit 2 straight from downtown. O'Neal able to power his way. It's a 15-point. Away recovered by Turner. Hardaway looking for the 3. Yes. Penny Hardaway.
Off on that wing, a little head fake gets rid of Charles Jones, and then Penny has the presence of mind to make sure he gets both feet behind the line.
Has been able to make a run. It's Cassell who has spoiled matters, but O'Neal is right back. Shaquille is
able to get out to the shooters.
Restriction made. Akeem is back on Shaq.
No difference, though. Rockets with a touchdown earlier played only 11 minutes in game number 1 as Kenny Smith had the hot hand, and he has kept Kenny Smith on the bench. Hardaway. O'Neal getting down deep. Shaquille with 30. Went to the left hand, came up. O'Neal was able to put it back down. It's a grueling 7-game series against the Indiana Pacers. That's a 3 for Hardaway. 117-106. And Sam Cassell contributed right to the locker room. The Rockets with the convincing victory led by as many as 23, sparked by the likes of Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, and Sam Cassell, who in his 29 minutes had 31 points to equal his career playoff high.
A straight road playoff game. Sam I Am scores 31 points in 29 minutes. Shaq leads the Magic with 33, Penny 32. The Magic have lost 2 straight at the O-Arena after losing just 2 home games during the entire regular season. Brian Hill says they didn't necessarily play together.
Their nature is that they're all so competitive that I thought each and every one of them was trying to bail us out by himself rather than doing all the things that got us to this point in the season, and it ended up just hurting us.
You know, we just have to do something up in Houston to try to stop one of the two. We can't have everybody scoring, whereas Clyde and Hakeem are getting their points, and then there's an extra guy like Robert Horry or Kenny Smith or Sam Cassell that's going to get 30. We really can't have that.
Here are the best plays of this season from Hakeem and Shaq in Jam Session.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure.
Music, please. I dribble around like Ford Explorer booming with the club of funk.
What an athlete! Are you kidding me?
Dream.
My goodness gracious!
Oh, Olajuwon! What a game!
Quick spin.
Well, he's one of the greatest centers in the game, and I respect him a lot.
He's a classic example of a true center that can dominate the game every night.
Look at Shaq with a steal. Look at him handling in the court. Oh, my goodness.
And Hakeem gets a block. He gets a second block. Smith going to try it again. Yeah, he gets a third block.
With Shaquille O'Neal. Runs out of real estate. Oh, he comes back and stuffs it all.
Nah, I wasn't born with the basketball in my cradle. Though some believe we come out dunking once we're conceived. Superstar? I got it made, right? I went from nothing to something overnight. Well, don't believe the hype. I had to work to get to where I'm at, and that's a fact. Mom and Grandma raised me to be proud and instilled their philosophy in me, knowing no one can take that from me. Nah, I had to work to get here. At the Boys and Girls Club, at Memphis State, I had to work to be great.
This is NBA Showtime. Here's your host, Bob Costas.
The NBA Finals shift to the Summit in Houston. Game 3 between the Magic and the Rockets. Orlando, of course, dropped the first 2 games at home, and now they face the daunting task of trying to get back into the series, playing the next 2, and they hope 3 games in Houston. Penny Hardaway, all-league in just his 2nd season, has played well in the first 2 games, but he's been matched first by Kenny Smith in Game 1 and then Sam Cassell in Game 2 for Houston. Shaquille O'Neal hasn't been the problem either, scoring almost 30 a game and pretty much playing Hakeem